Welcome to another Birds edition of the Purple Rain podcast. It's our 8th and penultimate episode covering the Takeover Tour. We've got one more to do after these. Oh no, I just realised who's on the last one. Yeah, well, that's my problem. That's not your problem. That's my problem. Anyway. Yeah. So, March the 16th, 2025 saw the PWHL return to Detroit exactly 1 year to the day it was last in Detroit. Yes. Because on March the 16th, 2024, the first ever neutral site game for the PWHL was in Detroit as part of the Takeover Weekend, and that saw what was then known as PWHL Boston and PWHL Ottawa go head-to-head. It was a thrilling shootout victory for, I believe, Boston. Don't ask me to give the score because I can't remember it. I do remember the Purple Trio. We did watch it, literally straight after our game against New York. But don't ask me to remember the scores. Yeah. So, when the Takeover Tour was announced back in December, and I saw Detroit on the tour, I just thought, you're getting a team. You're gonna get a team. Now, I don't want to put Detroit viewers in Detroit or the state of Michigan. I don't want to feed you optimism. I don't want to lead you down the garden path. But when I saw Detroit back on the tour, I thought, they're gonna get a team. Because why would the league return to Detroit if the league was not confident that Detroit one day could be an expansion market? You easily could have just done 9 cities that have never hosted a league before, and you test the waters out, see which ones did well, which ones did not, and so forth and on. That easily could have been done, and wouldn't have been a problem. But the fact that Detroit, who this time last year successfully hosted the Takeover Tour. In fact, we did do me, Al, and Iceberg, because the other Takeover Weekend game last year was in Pittsburgh. We did do Birds episodes covering those last year, so if you want to go and check out what we did about Detroit, you can watch that. That is probably where you'll get the score, because I forgot because I can't remember it, because it wasn't my team. So anyway, yeah. So you want to go check out our episodes on that from last year. You can do. Yeah, now came on that as well. So you're used to being on Purple Rain as Al. You're used to this now. You're doing really well. But I just felt Detroit is going to get a team one day. And yet again, Michiganers came out in full force and just showed that they're sold with this. They are sold with this. And a lot of history got made on this Takeover Tour day, and the whole Purple Trio is going to come and do a Birds episode on that. So we will cover that. It's been hectic last few weeks. Last day, I should say. It's been a hectic week. We're going to try and get it done as soon as possible. Yeah, so we're going to do it on that. But we will cover the historic moment that involved Detroit. But the historic moment of the league as a whole will reference it, but it will get covered in more detail on a Birds episode soon. We're hoping to record it next week and get published the week. Well, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, we've got to make sure when everyone's free to do it. Okay, but yeah, so I mean, Detroit, if you need a reference from me to get expansion team, I will happily give it to you. Because I'm now thinking, what more does the PWHL want from Detroit? What? Do you want actual blood? Is that what you want? Do you actually want to go and give blood? It's like, what more does Detroit need to do to say, yes, you can have a team? It's gotta happen. We can't ignore Detroit. I mean, with the Purple Trinity concept match, I think you need to go west and add 2 West Coast teams to help us with trouble. Because obviously, Minnesota, we can't be the only West Coast team forever. So we but now agreed as a trio it should go west. But at the same time, we can't ignore Detroit literally banging on the door! Banging on the door! Bashing the window! Go out, bash the window! There you go, bash the window! There you go. There you go. Literally, we can't ignore that! We can't ignore that literally Al is there, pressed against the window, literally desperate for a team. And we have got evidence. We have got proof. We've got these 2 Takeover Tour games that happened 1 year apart on the exact same day. We've now got enough proof that Detroit deserves to get a team. So, I don't know what more the PHL needs to do, but Detroit, if you need a reference from a day 1 PWHL supporter, you can have me as your reference. I will happily say you should get a team. But we'll see how it goes. So Al, I don't need to run you through how the show works because you've already been there, done it last year. You bought the t-shirt. So we'll just crack on. Let's just crack on. So the New York Sirens cruised to a 4-1 victory over the Minnesota Frost on Sunday night. As a record-breaking crowd at Little Caesars Arena celebrated the league's 1 million fan milestone at PWHL Takeover Tour Detroit. Played by Ali. The 8th of 9 stops on the tour. The game also broke the US attendance record for a professional women's hockey game previously set at the Denver stop of the Takeover Tour, which also saw your Frost. So in fact, can I go and get Bernie? Because I did say it, and you can go and check the episode back. But Bernie, I called it out. I said it's gonna happen. Sharky, can you help me find stop playing me docking. Don't help me find Bernie. Honestly. No, that's not Bernie. I'll wait a sec, Al. But I just want to go and grab Bernie because I said this was going to happen. We've got him! Don't worry about it, we've got him. I said this was going to happen. And you can go watch or listen back to the episode on that stop. There we go, I'll put you back to your jockey. There we go. Come on, Bernie. I did say at the time that I did think that Denver was not going to be able to hold that record for long because Detroit was going to be coming up and was selling really well at the time. Yeah, so I know. Poor Bernie. But again, well done for you though. Especially given how it was also on the same night as an NFL match. That was still really well done. So if you ask me, I think it should be Denver, Detroit that gets expansion. But we'll see how it goes. Poor Bernie. He did really well, Bernie. And it was also with my Frost attendance as well. So you did really well. It's just I knew you were not going to hold on to that forever because Detroit, oh dear! I just knew, and Detroit, you did not let me down. Very well done. But sadly, it was a loss for me. I know, but with this league, I'm the bigger man. If this was the NHL, no way would he get me be doing this. No way. So it just shows how when it comes to NHL, I'm a bigger man. I can literally recap Frost losses. I do it for a living. But that's because obviously on the main show, actually because the main show I'm contracted obliged to do that. But here I can really do it. Right, okay, so let's carry on. Yeah. So 14,288 were in attendance. So if you combine the two ties Detroit's host the PWHL games, that's roughly about 17,000 in total. I've attended games in Detroit. Excellent work. So our Frost opened the scoring 6 minutes into the game with a power play goal from Grace Sunwinkle. This was a huge moment because obviously Grace Sunwinkle, she hasn't really been firing on all cylinders since she got injured back in December. So really great for her to finally get back on the score sheet. Rich, really good there. Also, it was one of those rare instances where we didn't know we had a power play. It went to commercial TV timeout. We come back to TV timeout on a power play, and then before you know it, Sunwinkle scores, and we're like, okay, we'll take it. Yeah. So that goes a very early lead, but New York's offense, they really found their footing just a few minutes later with an equalizer goal. It was an unfortunate goal. It was like a bit of a pinball moment. Does pinball still exist, or is that now been and gone? Does pinball still exist? It was an arcade game back in the noughties, along with the dance mats. I love dance mats. Is that? Do they? No. I know. I am showing my old age. Yeah, equalizer. That was from Jamie Borbe's midway through the first frame, and then Hayton Levi found the twine just 5 minutes later to put the Sirens up ahead 2-1, heading into the first intermission. After gaining the lead, the Sirens didn't look back. Jesse Elridge added another marker to 3 minutes into the second to extend New York's lead to 3-1, and Sarah Fillier sealed the deal for the Sirens with an empty netter in the game's final minutes, marking a second consecutive win for New York after coming off a 9-game losing streak. Well, they snapped it against Montreal, so this is basically, so then they added to it, so they're probably like a 2-game winning streak going to the next game, which I think will be against Ottawa. No, Toronto! Toronto. Got Toronto, then Ottawa, sorry. Only New York's helping out Ottawa. Right, Corinne Schroeder earned her 8th win in her 16th start of the season for the Sirens, with 33 saves on 34 shots, while Cole Hensley stopped 20 of 23 shots at the other end of the ice for the Frost. When the starting last night, we were so happy to Pebble Trail. We were so happy that Pence was on the net because Hensley has not had that many starts this season. So the more starts she can get between now and end the season, we're fine. Even if that then means we get to pass that really gets the hell, fine. At least Hensley's had some new thoughts. The Tanner's not been as smooth as it has been last year, but we were so happy to start off with Hensley, thought she needs a start. Plus, I think Maddie really got the start in Ottawa in the week, so it kind of made sense to put Rooney in, given how this is the end of what would be like a very long road trip. Especially the Raleigh game, that was classed as a home game. Anyway, I forgot to mention, we were the class as the road team this game. The Sirens were classed as the home team. I've been forgetting to do that throughout various episodes. I know, dreadful. Anyway, so should we now get to the quotes? So we'll start with the Sirens. So we got, now the Sirens had a lot of Michigans in their lineup, and unsurprisingly for the starting lineup, put all of them out on the ice. So Sirens forward Taylor Gerard is the first quote we're going to hear from, and this is on Playing in Detroit Takeover Tour game. I think this game exceeded all expectations. We just broke the US record, and that's so special. I had chills skating out there, and to see all the little girls in the stands wearing their home jerseys, it was a special touch. I wish I got to experience that growing up, but I am proud to be a part of it today. So happy. Now we'll hear from Sirens assistant coach Josh Schieber on seeing the support from Michigan. Hockey fans is what they have to say. I think you look at the crowd out there, and that alone speaks volumes to what hockey means in Hockey Town. It's a special opportunity that we get to participate in the game here, and just to be around these players every day and to see how they interact with young girls that are at these games is special. To see and feel the passion here in Detroit and hear the chants, it's an incredibly special opportunity. Yeah, speaking of, just before I do the next part, speaking of chants, you could hear the crowd literally screaming on the broadcast, "We were a team." And we back home in England, here in England, we actually chanted, "Give them a team," because we, the Pebble Trio, basically all agree Detroit needs to get a team. Even though we think Expansion should go out west to start with, we can't deny that Detroit has earned a team. So while they were chanting that we were a team, we were at home in England chanting, "Give them a team," because we just feel they deserve it. They proved it. What more do you want with Detroit apart from Blad? What more do you want? What more do you want? I know. We'll continue we'll continue the quotes though. We've got number 1. Oh, you greedy Sirens! Game 3! We got any from our Frost out? Oh, we have. Right, before that, here's one more from the Sirens. Sirens board, Abby Rock on the game growing in Michigan. I was sitting in Joe Louis Arena 15 years ago. Oh, that's the old stadium, by the way. That's the stadium that the Red Wings used to play in. When did he make the season? Was it 2017? Yeah, 2017, okay. You'd have to have playoffs though in that there, though. That's for sure. And it probably was waiting around for Michigan or Michigan State to get a team. And I think a lot of people were waiting around. But I think now there's this professional level to look up to and be able to watch. It's really special. There's outlets for kids to look up to, and there's a huge benefit having the PWHL, which is great to see, and we're just going to continue growing. Right, now we can have some Frost quotes. First up, our head coach Ken Klee on getting back on track. We just need to get back to playing our style. Every game is contested. Every game is tight. We have a lot of overtimes. 1 to 6 in the standings. Any given night. Anyone can beat anyone. So it's not like there's a huge difference in the teams. And there's a tremendous parity. Now it's just about small details. We have 5 left, and if we win 3 out of 5, basically that's our first series, and we get to move on. Is it? Is that the maths? Really? Is he already worked out the clean scenarios in his head? Really? Not sure about that, Ken. I mean, because obviously we're still way off from any form of clinch scenarios yet, given how tight the standings are, but... I don't know. I might go and ask Peter Lady about that, because... I don't know. Anyway, we worked well. That could be something to dwell on during the championship break. We worked well on that for now, though. Let's now hear from Frost captain Kendall Coyne Schofield on the atmosphere in the building. And the Frost's recent long road trips. It was not the outcome that the Minnesota Frost wanted, but it was another big win for the sport globally. So I think it's important to tip our hockey helmet to Detroit, who showed up tonight. This has been a really tough stretch for us, and it's important to acknowledge that it's hard to be on the road for the duration we've been on, but we can't control that. So we're looking forward to getting home and playing in front of our great fans and getting back in the win column. We've only got 3 more home games left this season now. We've got these last 2 in March to end March next week, and then we come back for the championship break. Our first game back for the championship break is our final home game of the season. So, it's a little Frost quote. Oh yes, free each. So no one's being greedy. That's good. Right, the final quote. It comes from defender Melissa Channel Watkins, and it's what she has to say about on playing in her home state. So there was a Michgan on the Frost as well. It wasn't just all the Sirens. Let's check that out, shall we? It means a lot. I never thought growing up that I would be able to play in professional hockey in my home state, so it was kind of a dream come true. Little Caesars Arena showed up. Everybody here has been so welcoming, and it's been such a great support opportunity. I know, just seeing all the girls in the stands wearing their youth hockey jerseys, they can see it, and now they know that they have something to look forward to. Okay, there we go, some numbers now. So, the PWHL has officially welcomed over 1 million fans in just over 14 months of operations since the league started on January the 1st, 2024. Tonight's crowd of 14,228. Did I say 288? Sorry. I might then need to do some corrections there. Right, can we just double check? No, it is. No, I was right. It's 14,288. So somebody has not done that correct. No, I was right the first time, Al. I was right the first time. Somebody's not proofed this, Al. Someone's not proofed this game recap. I was right. That would have been very embarrassing because I've already done socials. So tonight's crowd of 14,288 fans also set a new US attendance record for a professional women's hockey game in the United States. The 4th time a PHL game. What are the women's hockey leagues going to do? That one only was in existence. Anyway, a 4th time a PHL game has broken this record, which includes, most recently, the PWHL Takeover Tour game in Denver. That was stop 3. That saw 14,018 come out to see my Frost take down Le Victoire de Montreal. In regulation at Ball Arena. New York has now won back-to-back games for the first time in 2 months, with their last win streak coming on January the 12th and 15th against Toronto and also Minnesota, respectively. So BA scored her 10th goal of the season and has set a new league record for the longest goal streak with markers in 5 consecutive games. And notched her 15th assist of the campaign. Bellier has tied the single season assist record set during the inaugural season by her teammate and lines mate at Carpenter, and also Toronto's Emma Maltese in one less game. She moved into sole possession of the league lead in scoring with 25 points and is riding a 6-game point streak for the second time this season. Corinne Schroeder earned her 8th win in her 16th start of the season for the Sirens. That surpasses her 7-win tally through 15 starts from the inaugural season last year. The York netminder has wins in back-to-back starts and has allowed 2 goals or less in both of those contests. Jessie Eldridge scored her 8th goal and 12 assists of the season in her 6th multi-point performance this campaign. Her 8th goal surpasses the total she scored in the PWHL's inaugural season last year. The Sirens forward sits 6th in the league, scoring with 20 points. Abby Rock tallied her 10th assist of the season to extend her point streak to a career high 5 games. She ranks 4th in teams scoring with 15 points through 23 games. Grace Sunwinkle scored her 4th goal of the season for her first marker since returning from a injury on January the 2nd. The Frost forward now has got 6 points through 17 games. It was such a beautiful goal to watch, because obviously Sunwinkle, she hasn't really had the season she had last year, but that's mainly because she hasn't really recovered well from the injury. So for her to get on the score sheet in that game was just brilliant, and hopefully it might give us some more confidence going into the final 5 of the season. So that was a great one there. So Jamie Babole scored her 2nd goal for her 4th point of the season, and has got points in back-to-back games for the first time this campaign, after tallying an assist in New York's 3-2 overtime win over Montreal in their previous game, which was on March 12th. Zoe Jakes tallied her 14th assist of the season, and she now sits 2nd amongst league defenders in scoring with 18 points. The helper also ties Jakes with her teammate Claire Thompson for most primary assists this season. Brooke McQuigg recorded her 3rd assist of the season and is riding a 4-game point streak for the first time in her career. The Frost forward sits tied for 5th place amongst rookies, scoring with 10 points. Hazen Levi scored her 3rd goal for her 6th point of the season, doubling her point total from the inaugural season last year, where she tallied 3 points in 23 games. The Sirens forward has now got points in back-to-back games for the first time in her career after notching an assist in New York's 3-2 overtime win over Montreal. Mika Zani-Hart recorded her 8th assist of the season and sits 2nd amongst Sirens defenders in scoring with 9 points. Lauren Bernard notched 2 assists in her first multi-point game of her career during her first game in a Sirens uniform. The defender signed with the Sirens on March the 10th, so just before the trade deadline, and had previously recorded 1 assist in 15 games this season with the Scepters. Brooke Hobson tallied her first assist for her 2nd point of the season. Both of the Sirens defenders' points this campaign have come against the Frost. The first was a goal in Minnesota's 4-3 shootout win back on December 20th. That was our last game before Christmas, and that's still the only win we have got over the Sirens so far. Just one more to go. Air Shelton, New York's top scoring defender, missed tonight's game with a lower body injury. And the Sirens won for the first time this season in regulation after conceding the first goal. Their records in such games now stands at 1-1-3-8. Meanwhile, the Frosts scored first for a league-high 15 times this season, but their record in these games having dropped to 5-4-2-4, which includes the most regulation losses in the PWHL. Yeah, it's not good. It's really not good. New York starting forwards were all Michigan natives, including Taylor, Gerard, Ellie Hartgy, and Rock. There you go. So that's one more notable I want to point out, and that is with the Sirens now having got that win, that means the Ottawa Charge are currently the only team not to get a win on the Takeover Tour, and they've got one more opportunity to do it, because the final stop on the Takeover Tour will be on March the 29th in St. Louis. So that means pesky polar bear is going to be coming on for the last one. But that's not your problem now, that's my problem. Anyway, so just to finish off, I can't thank Detroit enough for what you've done. I cannot thank you enough. You literally came out in full support for this. I knew you weren't going to let me down after last year. I knew you were not going to let me down. And you just proved it. I mean, like, what more does Detroit need to do to say, yes, you can have an expansion team? I mean, what do you want? What do you want from them? Blood? I mean, yeah. So if you need a reference, Detroit, I will happily give it to you, because I think you should get a team. Even though we as the Purple Trio, we collectively agree it should be you go west first, and then you come back to teams like Detroit. But I can't deny they want one. And they want one really bad. I can't deny it. So maybe a compromise would be Detroit and a West Coast team. That might be the compromise. That's what I would say. I just gave you an example there, but we'll see how it goes. I'm not the one who makes the call, thank God. But yeah, but honestly, Detroit, you did absolutely amazing. So just thank you so much. I mean, it means so much that you come out here and supported us. You know, you did it twice now. So I think it's time to give you a team. I think you've earned it. You've earned a team. And for me, personally, you should have a team. But unfortunately, I don't get to make the call. I don't get to make the call. Plus, if it was up to me, I'm not... look, if it was up to me, you'd guess it, along with Bernie. But I don't get to make the call. But thank you so much, Detroit, once again. And so, next stop, St. Louis.